It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC North. It's the Bengals and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels like an entire year to play one game. And now you lace them up, you strap the helmets on, and it kicks off what should be another exciting NFL football season.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick 1st down.
Middle. It's not.
They're going to go right back to Henry. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Going up top and looking for Flowers. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Chase Brown. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the 1st quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the 2nd?
He works free, right side, inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. And he's had an early impact on this game. Sensational start, and you know they're going to be looking his way more as this game goes on. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Now, Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Henry. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. All even on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now an option here, left side. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Henry. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Jackson. He's going to run to the pylon. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense are going to get set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The PAT, up and good. And the Bengals will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Play action now. Jackson sending it downfield for Likely. That's caught! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end. But in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert 1st downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both. And when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Hey, officer, what?
Jackson now. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
On the return is Sean Tucker. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They're searching here for the tie score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
A carry here for Brown. Well, this play like this drive going backwards. A loss there on 3rd down. A very quick 3-and-out. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. And special teams changes the momentum. Right after a 3-and-out, you think you're getting the ball back instead. Not just a turnover, Greg, but a touchdown the other way.
Yeah, and you can just see their body language. The wind has come out of their sails. The offense is fired up. Great job, defense. You force a 3-and-out, and you got your helmet on. You think you're about to take the field and get a possession. Next thing you know, disaster strikes. Not only the turnover, Mike, the scoop score, and they take it back for 6.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing Jackson. He's going to look downfield once again. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That is brought in. And he will score. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Ravens. Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens go up by 7, 28-21. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. To return is Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Jonathan Taylor to the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. The kick is good. And the Bengals have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
It's on. Hey, report. Report. Sit up.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Both teams look good on the offensive side of the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in on. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again here with Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
Hey, report. Report.
This is Henry. He will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. He'll give it, going left. There's Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the move past the 40. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll run here with Taylor. He is in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. The extra point is good. And the Bengals will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense.
Hey, middle.
Here's the give to Henry running right. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Geno Stone with the tackle. 2nd and 7. Jackson looking to throw. That is left side and caught by Flowers. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. And Landon Roberts in there on the tackle. 2nd down and 8.
Report! Hey, Alpha, sit hot!
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Now Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. We are through 3 quarters. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Jackson. He's got it at the 7. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. Again, it'll be Henry. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line. 3rd and goal for Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. Brown now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Jonathan Taylor set to take over once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get that to all his tight end.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this drive is over before it can start. It's swallowed up to force 4th down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of him.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On the give, here's Henry. Room to run at the 40. And finally, they'll bring him down when he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
180.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. On play action, here's Jackson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Brown now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
They'll drop to throw. He'll complete that to his fullback. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Alpha, sit on. Sit on.
Now, Jackson. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Brown now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 6 coming up. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. Here's 1st down. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.